And I smiled like an idiot.
I did too.
And thought to myself, I love that I love Star Wars again. Star Wars is fun again.
Yes, I was so excited. I was like...
I am so happy that it's possible to love Star Wars again.
It's been a long time. I mean, it feels like it's been a really long time since I've been this excited for Star Wars.
It's been a really long time.
Welcome to Two Gaming Dudes. I apologize for the mess. We are in the midst of moving to a new studio.
Yeah, well, just down the hall, but...
Whatever.
It's a new studio, it's going to be a whole lot better, and there's other stuff coming. But for now, Let's talk about why Andor is the best shit on TV.
Man, you said it the other day, it's so refreshing to have a Star Wars put together by somebody who actually understands filmmaking and understands script writing. And when you have a professional put something together, it's all the difference.
An experienced professional who doesn't just cobble it together. I wonder how much of that is confidence enough. Like, Tony Gilroy's been around forever. He's got enough clout to push back. When a studio says, we need you to do... He's like, it's going to look stupid. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And the exec will back off, like, I guess. Leslie Headland, I feel like it was easier to push her. Maybe she's a bad example.
Well,
strong.
You're kind of right, though. Her and, like, every single one of these Star Wars and Marvel movies and stuff, you have these directors that you've either never heard of before or they have really, really low resumes, and it's just because I just need somebody semi-competent to run a camera. Don't worry about it. The executives took care of everything else.
Yeah. So either because they don't have the clout or the experience, or they're easy to push around, or they just don't listen. For whatever reason, the creative decisions got diluted.
Yes.
And with Gilroy, you don't get that. It's very clear. This is what it's supposed to look like. Yes. This is how it's supposed to feel. Bam, 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 bam. And he does it.
Yes.
And he's got enough clout to have everybody back away. The suits aren't fucking with it.
The moment a suit comes up, I'm like, I think this would be better if you had more lightsabers and explosions. Mm-hmm. Back the fuck up. Shut it. Yeah. Let me do my thing.
You're an accountant.
Yeah.
I'm the filmmaker. I'm the award-winning film. You're an accountant. You stay in your lane.
Yep. And just let me make good shows, good movies. And he does.
They did one thing that I wasn't... One minor misstep.
Go for it.
Besides that, we had to cast Jimmy Smits, or recast Bail Organa. Which I understand.
Yeah.
We live in the real world. Actors have stuff. Things happen. Contracts. Schedules.
Sure.
Benjamin Bratt is great. He's pulling it off just fine. It doesn't take me out that much. The point where he took me out was when he told her in the last episode, burn the shit out of this place, or something stupid like that. I'm like, we don't need to hear the word shit on Star Wars. That is a purely human American thing.
It's funny you should say that because they have actually said it one time before, and it was in the original Star Wars A New Hope. Han Solo says shit in the original one, which is why I let it go. And I was like, wow, we're going back to our roots here, are we? I'm like, all right, that's fine. I mean, they've never said it since, obviously.
In which edition was it cut out of? Because it was just in the original theatrical release then.
Yeah, it was in there. I'll have to find it. If I can find the clip, I'll pop it in here for you. But
it really took me out of the moment.
Did it?
I wish they had not have done that. There was no reason for it.
The only reason they did it was because they wanted to show, hey, we're really adult. This is the adult Star Wars, and we're going to say bad words now.
I know. I get it. I understand why, but there was no reason for it. They could have went another way. I think it was just a misstep. That's okay. And the other complaint is, well, they broke canon. Because in Rebels, Mon Mothma gives the speech and then Gold Squadron smuggles her to Yavin.
They still did that.
Yeah.
That still happened. She did her thing for the council, and then as she was being taken out, they were saying, we want her to give a speech. Don't worry about it. Gold Squadron's bringing her in.
Yeah. But now Gold Squadron is compromised. These are my minor spoilers.
No. The compromise was the people who were supposed to take her to Gold Squadron. Okay. They were the ones that were compromised. Gold Squadron was still waiting to give her a ride, and she never showed up. So
I guess.
It really does work if you watch this episode, and I only say this because I'm a total nerd and I did it. If you watch it, and then watch the episode of Rebels, it blends in fantastic. It really does work.
Fine, I guess. The bigger point I was going to make was, fuck Dave Filoni. He's the asshole that broke canon. You're going to blame the best show on TV for breaking canon? Where he just decides there's an entire storyline that happened between these movies. Says who? I'm pulling it out of my ass. And Anakin had a Padawan. I'm pulling it out of my... Get the fuck out. And there's a world between worlds. And you're going to fucking have the audacity to complain that you're breaking canon now? Get the fuck out of here.
I have something for you. There's a new Star Wars... aside from Andor, there's another new Star Wars show that nobody talks about because nobody cares. It's called Star Wars Tales from the Underworld.
Right. I don't care.
So it's all
not
about,
watching it.
I watched 2 episodes. Each episode's only like 12 minutes long. It's just these little snippets. It's
Bullshit,
hardly but it's definitely Dave Filoni. Because it's like, oh, I've only got 12 minutes. I have to have 12 explosions, a lot of running, lightsabers everywhere, screaming, more running. Yeah. And also Asajj Ventress is back from the dead again.
Sure.
We're going to bring more characters back from the... Sure, okay.
Yeah, because we need someone for Darth Maul to play off, who's been killed 3 times. Canon! Oh, Andor is ruining canon! Because they didn't do what the cartoons did! Fuck you and the fucking cartoon fans. I'm not going to limit. It is a lower Star Wars. It is less. It's not as good. And it's not as high in art form as the cinema.
No.
I don't care if you like the cartoons. The movies come first, and always have.
Yes.
That's where canon is made. I don't give a shit if you agree or not. Fuck Clone Wars.
And especially fuck Dave Filoni.
Fuck Rebels. Fuck Rebels was actually pretty good. But fuck Resistance. Fuck Tales from the Underside. Fuck Tales of the Jedi. That's all garbage. Fuck Bad Batch. It's all shit, and you fucking know it's shit. Unless you're stupid and you think it's great Star Wars.
Here come the comments.
Fuck the comments.
Oh, man. I don't hate Dave Filoni in that way. As long as he stays in his lane and makes his own thing, I can kind of ignore it. You know? He's made a few things that I've liked.
Yeah, the end of Rebels was great. The last 2 seasons of Rebels were really good.
Yes. And there's some characters that he introduced that I'm like, these are pretty cool characters.
Cad Bane? Are you shitting me?
He looks cool.
Fucking
he sounded
retarded,
cool, but he needed to be in there.
Shit.
He needed to be in there the same way that Boba Fett was, where he's in there just in little tiny doses. So it's always a mystery, and he just kind of shows up, does a cool thing, and then goes away.
Nothing in that series needed to happen. There was no reason for Clone Wars to be necessary.
Money.
Yeah, okay.
I can ignore Dave Filoni's stuff. I like some of the characters that he's introduced. Some.
Okay, all right.
But I like to keep him in his own lane. So when they did like a live action Ahsoka, I hated that. Because Filoni is animation. He lives in this animation world, and he should stay there. Because he doesn't belong in live action.
Do you think it's because we're a lot more forgiving when it's a cartoon?
Yes. And you can suspend disbelief a lot better in a cartoon. So you're like, hey, Darth Maul's back again. He's back to life. Really? Well, it's in a cartoon. Okay, it's in a cartoon. It's fine.
Because when we saw that in Solo, a Star Wars,
the
entire theater collectively went, oh,
yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
All of us simultaneously.
And you didn't have that reaction for the cartoon because
I don't care. It's a cartoon.
Exactly. It's a cartoon, and you're like, no, I can forgive it. It's fine. It's animated.
This was all a digression. My point was, you have no fucking credibility to talk about breaking canon. You don't.
Yeah.
Don't act like it's important all of a sudden. You haven't given a shit for decades. Now you give a shit about canon? Fuck off.
No. Andor is truly fantastic, and I will say that these last 3 episodes, which was 7, 8, and 9, some of the best TV I've seen in a long time.
Yes.
It was fantastic. Once again, building dramatic tension in moments that in any other show might have seemed trivial. But here I'm on the edge of my seat again.
Yeah.
I need to know what happens next. So it was really well done. Oh my! When they were all being brought into that town square, that center,
yeah,
you knew what was going to happen.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I'm just waiting to see who starts it. But it's gonna happen, and you know it's gonna happen. And oh my gosh, I was so tense.
I mean,
and it was like building on my anxiety.
It's because you've seen it once before. You already know.
Yeah.
This is how Palpatine does stuff. This is the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
You create a menace.
Yes.
I mean, it's so well done. And I remember very clearly, this is the last thing I have to say about this. When we got the K2 blown to pieces.
Yeah.
And you say, all right, fine, we're finally going to see K2.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it would be a year later. But it's not. At the end of that episode, you see him come back to life, and I smiled like an idiot.
I did too.
And thought to myself, I love Star Wars again. Star Wars is fun again.
Yes, I was so excited. I was like, oh, K2's going to be in the next couple episodes. I can't wait to see that.
But let's introduce him now.
And then I caught on how excited I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am really geeked for this to move forward.
I'm really happy about this.
Yeah. I enjoyed Skeleton Crew. I thought it was fine, but I didn't get excited like this.
Yeah.
I just kind of watched and was like, it was a fun watch. I didn't hate that. Nothing about it upset me or angered me. It was fine.
Are you ever going to go back to it again?
Yeah, no, I'll never watch it again.
Are they ever going to pull an Easter egg from that again? Maybe sometime. Oh, look, Republic credits. These used to be kept on an old planet that was shrouded. Something stupid like that. Is there anything of value we can pull from Skeleton Crew?
Not really, no. Andor, however, that's just well done. That's just solid production.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with where it's going. We only get 3 more episodes, and then that's it.
That's okay.
But I'm with you.
Good.
That's fine. Everything that's leading up to Rogue One. After I watch these episodes, I'm going to watch Rogue One.
You're going to have to. Yeah,
I'm going to have
obligated.
to. But I feel like Rogue One now actually carries more weight. Like, a lot of times a movie will come out and then a TV show based off of it, and it just dilutes the movie, and then like it kills the whole experience. This is doing the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for this, and now I'm actually excited to watch Rogue One again.
Yeah. I'm excited for all of this, for Star Wars again. This is what saves Star Wars.
You'll have to let us know what you think in the comments. Did this save Star Wars? Are you excited now to see Star Wars do something truly special? Or are you bored with it and you preferred Outlaws or whatever, the Underworld, and you just wanted to watch... You only have the attention span for 10-minute segments where everything blows up in lightsabers and hot chucky and then it's over.
Yeah, that's great too.
Sure. I mean, I guess if it's what you're in the mood for.
Well, then go play a button masher video game.
Or subscribe to the Star Wars TikTok and then you just watch Star Wars in 20-second clips.
So we'll wrap up Andor next weekend, and then then we're on to the next thing.
I don't even know what the hell the next thing is.
Probably the next Rey movie, I imagine, right?
Oh, you mean the next Star Wars thing? I don't know, the Mandalorian movie?
Oh, Grogu and yeah.
The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. It sounds awful.
The bar has been raised again.
Yeah.
We're back to Star Wars being tier 1, top level, high quality stuff again.
And I think after this, we're going to get at least 3 more shows of dog shit.
Probably, yeah.
At least.
Well, we got one already. Tales from the Underside.
Yeah.
We already got one.
No, I mean, we're going to get some live action shows that are going to be just more like season 2 of Ahsoka is going to happen. And
I don't care.
And it's going to be like, wow, that is the most poorly written schlop I've ever seen. But I think you'll have to trudge through that, and then hopefully
I don't have to trudge through that. I don't have to trudge through Ahsoka season 2, and I'm not going to, because my only recourse is to not watch it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only way I can show them I don't give a shit and that you failed me, is not watching it.
Yeah. I mean,
if by episode 3 suddenly I'm getting all this feedback like, oh my god, they completely turned it around, it's brilliant, then I'll go back to it.
Sure.
But my time is way too valuable. I'm not wasting it on you anymore.
And it can't be me saying it because he doesn't trust me, because I watch a lot of garbage. So. All right, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in another episode.
Hopefully from a really cool studio.
Oh, excited. All right, let's see what happens. Later.